chick, I ran on my bag, I did what I did, yeah. Ran on my chick, I ran on my bag, I did what I did, yeah. And how good they judge me, oh, what they don't know. Look at what I did, look at what I started. Look how far I came, dog, I ain't had no guidance. I just did my thing, dog, I just went my hardest. And I'ma go hard regardless, yeah, I'ma go hard regardless, yeah. Ran in my check, I ran on my bag, I did what I did, yeah. Ran in my check, I ran on my bag, I did what I did, yeah. And how good they judge me, oh, but they don't know.
Setting Dylan Gabriel up.
What I started. Look how far I came, dog, I ain't had no guidance. I just did my thing, dog, I just went my hardest. And I'ma go hard regardless, yeah, I'ma go hard regardless, yeah. Ran in my check, I ran on my bag, I did what I did, yeah. Ran in my check, I ran on my bag, I did what I did, yeah. And how good they judge me, oh, but they don't know. Look at what I did, look at what I started. Look how far I came, dog, I ain't had no guidance. I just did my thing, dog, I just went my hardest. And I'ma go hard regardless, yeah, I'ma go hard regardless, yeah. Ran in my check, I ran on my bag, I did what I did, yeah. Ran in my check, I ran on my bag, I did what I did, yeah. And how good they judge me, oh, but they don't know.
Setting Dylan Gabriel up. Take the biggest L out of
Look how far I came, dog, I ain't had no guidance. I just did my thing, dog, I just went my hardest. And I'ma go hard regardless, yeah, I'ma go hard regardless, yeah. Ran in my check, I ran on my bag, I did what I did, yeah. Ran in my check, I ran on my bag, I did what I did, yeah. And how good they judge me, oh, but they don't know. Look at what I did, look at what I started. Look how far I came, dog, I ain't had no guidance. I just did my thing, dog, I just went my hardest. And I'ma go hard regardless, yeah, I'ma go hard regardless, yeah. Ran in my check, I ran on my bag, I did what I did, yeah. Ran in my check, I ran on my bag, I did what I did, yeah. And how good they judge me, oh, but they don't know.
Setting Dylan Gabriel up. Take the biggest L out of
Look how far I came, dog, I ain't had no guidance. I just did my thing, dog, I just went my hardest. And I'ma go hard regardless, yeah, I'ma go hard regardless, yeah. Ran in my check, I ran on my bag, I did what I did, yeah. Ran in my check, I ran on my bag, I did what I did, yeah. And how good they judge me, oh, but they don't know. Look at what I did. Look at what I started. Look how far I came, dog. I ain't had no guidance. I just did my thing, dog. I just went my hardest. And I'ma go hard.
What is going on, everybody? What is going on? Let me get on the screen. Let's get this down. All right, here we go. What's going on, everybody? What is going on? How are y'all feeling on this Friday? How y'all feeling? Quick sound check. Sound coming through good on my end, so I can close this up so I'm not distracted. Let me get this down. Let's get that down. There we go. We are in here on this Friday. Y'all, I was putting the finishing touches on the stream. I was over here. I had some music playing. I'm just like, oh, I got to get to it. I got to get to it. Hopefully y'all are feeling good on this Friday. Rookie minicamp starts today. I'm excited. I'm very excited, actually. I ain't even going to tell y'all a little excited. I'm very excited for this upcoming season. That hasn't changed on my end. Just looking forward to us being able to focus more on football. You know, sometimes when there's not any football going on, content creators, they can distract you. And when I say content creators, I mean anybody who does anything who is rewarded by the job or a company that they work for or their own LLC if they get more clicks. So whoever fits in that bucket, that's what I'm talking about when I say content creators. It's going to be some names. I'm just not going to say as much. It's a name that starts with the M. I'm not going to say that content creator's name. That content creator is looking for attention, and I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to give that content creator attention. There are also people who have flip-flopped on how they view Shador. Before the draft last year, they were praising Shador. After the draft last year, they were down on Shador. This year, they're getting on radio stations with other content creators, and they are bashing Shador. I'm not giving these people no energy, y'all. I'm not giving them no energy. I'm not dealing with the content creators. I'm not dealing with them. So just so y'all know, I don't want you to be alarmed. If you hear me if you see me politely just move past comments pertaining to content creators who are trying to kill my vibe, I don't want you to be alarmed. Y'all heard what Kendrick said. So we're gonna keep this thing about football, about learning, enjoying some time together, and getting through this thing. So that's what we're gonna do. Great show lined up for us today. We have a lot of former NFL players sounding exactly the same when they speak on the Cleveland Browns quarterback situation. And I wanted to start doing this on Monday. I wanted to do like a little bit deeper of a dive into why they all sound the same. And I think the easy thing to do was just say, oh, this person is a hater, this person is this. But I believe I found a common thing amongst a lot of the former players when they speak on the Cleveland Browns quarterback situation. I'm going to reveal that to y'all later in the stream. We're going to get to the Cavs going down 0-2. Kenny, it's time. It's time for you to adapt. It's time for you to adapt. You got to change that starting lineup. You got to put Evan Mobley in at the center. You got to pair Jarrett Allen's minutes with James Harden. You got to give him some two-man game. It can't be ISO ball. We're going to get to the Cavs and the Pistons. It was a hard watch toward the end of that game. I'm like, man, oh, man, this can't keep happening. We going to get to it. So it's a great stream. Then we're going to round this thing off towards the end of the stream. We got the Browns rookies showing up. We got that energy. We got that excitement. We're watching them live out their dreams. I want y'all to hear that and really just take that in. I want y'all to take that in and really, really listen to what I'm saying. We get the opportunity to watch somebody live out their dreams right before our eyes. Right before our eyes, we get to watch them live out their dreams. Right before our eyes. So I'm not going to skip past that. I'm not going to move past that. I'm not going to jump to the fall and what could and would and should happen. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to live in the present. I'm going to live in the moment. We're going to talk about some football. We're going to talk about some basketball, and we're going to have a great stream. So hopefully y'all ready. Hopefully y'all are ready. Hopefully y'all are ready. Hopefully y'all are ready. Let's get to it. Let's do like only we know how to do. Let me greet everybody. Let me start from the top. Let's see. Here we go. Black Pearl, the first one in the building. Top of the morning, everyone. Happy Feel Good Friday. Floating on positive energy. Hashtag New Cleveland. Let's go. What's going on, Black Pearl? I am right there with you. I'm right there with you. Donnie Kings tapping in from the Netherlands. What's up, D? What's good, chat? What's going on, Donnie King? What's going on? Toolman, what's going on? Toolman, I saw what you sent me over there on X. Shout out to you being active over there on X. I got to say this. That content creator, she knows how to play the game. She just playing the game. I can't give her no shine. Shout out to you, Toolman. Welcome in. Good morning, family. Let's rejoice in the hashtag New Cleveland. Not carry the water for anyone but Shador haters in the media. Good morning, Keith Hunt. Jersey in the building. I told you, hey, I like them Hunts, man. I like the way the Hunts thinking goes. I like that. That's the energy I have. I am going to reduce even the amount of times I say these content creators' names. So when y'all hear me say content creator, I don't want you to feel like it's a personal shot at just a podcaster. No, when I say content creator, I want you to listen to me. A content creator is any person who works for an establishment or on their own, and they do it for attention and clicks. So just look at that. That's a wide umbrella, y'all. That's a wide umbrella. You could be on a radio station. You could be on ESPN. You could work for, you could work for a newspaper that's online based. So I'm not giving these content creators shine. This is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to eliminate the energy, because what happens is when you kind of dance around it and you're too close to the energy, it kind of get on you a little bit. And you like, dang, you know what I'm saying? Kind of smell like, I smell that. I don't want to be like that. So it's just like back in the day when they was cooking chitlins in the house. If you didn't want to smell like the chitlins when they was cooking chitlins, you had to leave the house, because that stench get everywhere. It get everywhere. So I don't want to be close to the stench. So I'm not even going to say these content creators' name. I'm just going to say content creator. So I like that energy, Keith Hunt. Hey, it's something about them Hunts, man. It's something about them Hunts. I don't know yet if I could call myself a Browns fan. Hey, soon come, Donnie King. I'm willing to bet that by the time Shador is started and winning that first game, I'm willing to bet you're going to be calling yourself a Browns fan. I can see it. I got the vision. Ivy League Mac, what's going on? What's up, D? And the fam, Cleveland media is spreading Shador trade rumors and saying he's QB3. Ivy League Mac, I cannot say this enough.
We do not care.
Let me run it back for you to make sure y'all actually heard that.
We do not care.
These content creators will not get us, y'all. They won't get us. Hashtag New Cleveland. Shout out to you, Donnie King. Shout out to you. Good morning, good people. Excitement level on 1,000. Hey, Zedric, I'm trying to match your energy. I'm so hyped. We get football here. We can actually talk about football. This is the lane I really like to live in. I love to live in the lane of football because then you could go based on performance. We don't got to guess if somebody really told you. If they didn't tell you, we could just go based on the performance. I enjoy this. You know I got you, Cedric. You know I got you.
Cole, you stupid.
Yeah, let's go this one for you.
Nah, I just didn't care. And I said what I said. I'm not gonna say it again, but I just don't care.
I said what I said. I'm not gonna say it again. I just don't care. I'm trying to match your energy. Miss Pamela, what's going on? Hey there, everybody. Happy Friday. What's going on? What is going on? I stopped listening to them 2 to 3 months ago. I have to look out for my mental health. I've never seen the sport media so messy against their own team. Excuse me. Hashtag New Cleveland. Hey, Danny King, I'm right there with you. The content creators, they gonna do what they do. They gonna do what they do. I'm gonna let them do what they do over there. They can do what they do. Key Mathis, what is going on? Where we at?
47.
Hey, what's good, Off the Record family? We coming in smelling like good vibes and good times. Talk to him. Key Mathis, shout out to you. You sent me 2 books. You sent me the audio book. You also sent me another book. I got those. Patreon, I still can't respond to DMs in my Patreon creator account for whatever reason. I still can't respond. They're doing some updates. Yeah, I still can't respond back, but I see you. Thank you. Shout out to you for sending me those 2 books. I appreciate you. Felix, what's going on? TGIF. Hey, chat. Hey, G. Hey, D. I'm saying G. What's going on, Felix? Where we at? Akeem Norwood, what's going on? Can we keep the chat positive today? We know about the gambler. Shador will be the starter. Can we get back to ball and stop all this whining and trauma bonding? It's literally in our face. Hey, it's right before our eyes. Akeem, shout out to you. I saw your message. I don't know if you saw my response. I responded to you. So last season, I would do game film breakdowns on YouTube. They start sniping me, taking my streams down. My stream just get cut. They wouldn't even allow me to save it. So since that happened, I moved all of my film breakdowns to Patreon. Free version of Patreon, you get 1 stream of 1 additional video a month. And then the paid version, you get 2 additional videos per week. Also, the interactions and everything else inside of Patreon. So I do it over there. Got to protect myself because my streams is getting sniped, man. So I just can't do the football breakdowns. I even towards the end of last season, I went to the steals, so I can still kind of break it down on YouTube, but just not able to do that. So tap into Patreon. That's where I break that down. I can't wait for the season to start and who they point as QB1. All I care about at this point. I'm excited for the season. I'm happy for the schedule release. I'm taking this thing day by day. I'm not jumping forward to things that are 3 months from now and then miss everything that's happening right now today. I am enjoying things that happen day by day. Today, the first day, we get the rookies. Their rookie camp starts. They're in the building. I believe practice is at 1:00. I'm not jumping ahead. I'm going to enjoy this thing day by day. We're watching these young men live out their dreams. I'm not jumping ahead. I'll worry about that when it gets there. When it's time for the first game and all that, I'll deal with that then. I ain't going to worry about it now. I ain't worried about nothing. Y'all saw French Montana last night on the Versus. Asante, what's going on? What's up, D? What up, chat? What's going on, Asante? What's going on? What is going on? Detroit Gemini, what's going on? Happy Friday, good people. What's going on? Asante, stay safe out there on the road, man. Stay safe out there on the road. Tika, what's going on? Good morning.
I don't think he went to school nowhere. If he went to school, he didn't learn nothing.
He didn't learn nothing. Selmo Fudd in the building. What's going on, Selmo Fudd? Where we got you? We got you here.
Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woo, woo. Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woo, woo. Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woo, woo.
Good morning, Big Dog. Those rookies are about to shine this weekend. Go Browns. That's what I'm talking about. I'm taking it day by day. I'm enjoying every moment, not skipping ahead, not skipping a beat, not missing a day. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. A.M. Williams, good morning, D. In the chat, happy Friday. What's going on, A.M. Williams? What's going on? Sorry, D, the Pistons going to sweep the Cavs. Detroit basketball. Let me put some respect on y'all name. Y'all won. Detroit basketball. I ain't going to be a sore loser. I don't think it's going to be a sweep. They definitely got the upper hand in the series, being up 2-0. Our coach is not willing to adapt enough, and that could be the downfall of the Cavs. He got to make some changes. He has to make some changes. He has to. Craig, what's going on? Fabulous Friday. D in the chat. FABOLOUS. What's going on? Man, I done muted a lot of folks who claim to be Shador supporters because all they do is report mess. It's like a Tasha K Sports Edition. Let's get back to the excitement we had during the draft. Hey, my excitement ain't went nowhere, and I'm just going to block out the other content creators. I'm just going to block them out. I'm blocking them out. I remember the old Motown chant. Detroit MF in basketball. That's what y'all used to say? Man, y'all wild. Wild up there in Michigan. I used to think they were so annoying with that. Yeah, I had to put some respect on their name, man. They win it. I ain't gonna be no sore loser with it. Yeah, I think the Cavs gonna get swept. Yeah, I don't know about sweep. We're gonna get one at least, but our coach has to make some adjustments. He has to. Playoff basketball is about making adjustments on the fly and in the moment. And man, I just been saying it since the last series. Hey, you gotta make some adjustments, man. Jimi Hendrix, what's going on? Good morning, all. We're blessed with another day in paradise. Talk to him, man. Talk to him. Shador spoken. He said opinions mean nothing. Don't fall for the nonsense. Trying to tell him. I'm still here stuck in traffic. They won't let me out. What's going on, A.M. Williams? Be safe out there. CO7-111, good morning, all. Hope all is well with everybody. What's going on, CO7-111? What's going on? Where we at? Ivy League Mac, I agree with you there. Where we at? Definitely hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like button. R Jizzle, what's going on? Good morning, chat, and off the record D. R Jizzle, welcome in. Maurice, what's going on? How you feeling? Good morning. Man, y'all in these Detroit Pistons. Go Detroit Pistons. Got to cheer for the Bad Boys. Grew up watching the original Bad Boys. I can't knock you. You got to rep your squad. A.M. Williams. You got to rep your squad. Good morning, Miss K. Good morning. Take a page out of the Browns book. They're not even engaging with the foolishness. They're going to the national reporters instead. And also, a funny thing they're doing is they're going to national reporters who were speaking negatively on them last year. QB3 are all the official Browns videos. That's a fact. D, that is what I mean. If they start Shador and he is playing, I'll be a Browns fan again. At this point, they mess up my joy. I'm lying holding up for Shador. Hashtag New Cleveland. Hey, man, nobody said it's easy being a Browns fan. Nobody said it's easy, but I think we're going to get you there. We're going to get you there. I'm a lifelong Cowboy fan and became a Browns fan when Shador was drafted last season. Yeah, it's ups and downs. It's ups and downs for sure. I'll tell you that. Tessa, what's going on? Stopping through early.
Well.
Hey, y'all, I stopped listening to them a while ago. I got to put me first, Lucius. Wait, is that a throwback to, man, what was that? What was her name? Let me not mess up her name. That was the show on Fox, right? That was a show on Fox about the family and the record label and the artist. Is that a reference to that? Let me see if I'm right. Let me know if I'm right, Tessa, or am I tripping? Let me know if I'm right. Dr. Clyde Marshall, what's going on? Not off, but exceptionally on. Hello, content creator. My name is Jane Kennedy, and I'm always considered a pretty girl reporter. And you Google me. Pretty woman need not lie. No need. Only fair to take is start off with Watson in preseason. Two takes it with on the field performance like we know he can. Yeah, I think he's better, especially y'all. Zedric gave me a good idea, so I broke down Deshaun Watson's last good game, or not last good game. I would just say I started breaking down his last games that he played healthy with the Browns. And yesterday I broke down when he played the Washington Commanders week 5. I think it was week 5 in 2024. And Zedric was like, hey, why don't we look at, or can we look at his best game when he was on Houston? And I started breaking down that film. I believe the year was 2019. He had like 5 touchdowns, 450 something yards against Atlanta. And what do you know? Some of the same issues were present in that game. And I'm not putting too much stock in what the announcer said, because when you go past 2022, the only versions they have for you are the TV versions and like the condensed versions. So you do hear some of what the announcers and commentators say. And the commentators in 2019, when everybody is going back to that amazing time and they're just putting up Deshaun Watson numbers, the commentators are like, oh, he took 6 sacks last week. That's something he has to get under control. And I was like, ooh. So even in the midst of like him having his best seasons that everybody goes to the numbers, I don't think people watch that film. I'll just say that. That's probably gonna be Tuesdays. That's probably gonna be Tuesday on Patreon. We will look at his best game and break that down. So that's probably what it's gonna be. Since I gotta watch the whole game through, I'm about majority of the way through the first quarter, but I like to like focus and lock in when I'm watching. I don't want to watch other stuff. So that's about as far as I got with that. Where we at? He doesn't have enough songs to do a versus. Who we talking about? We talking about French Montana, Rick Ross. The new drafted rookies came in the building today. That made me joyful. It mean business. Now fans hugging up with Shador. Hashtag New Cleveland. That's a fact. Like a video I saw, there are 4 factors: back office, coaching staff, players, consensus of fans. We all know 2 has this. I agree with that. Facts D. Where we at? You can't live in the future and skip the present. You cannot. The Nightbot is late to work. I'm snitching. You know he on that PIP plan. plan. They're not good content creators. They can't do streams by just talking about sports without posting Cleveland media videos. Hey, I'm even putting the people they cover in their videos as part of content creators, because they doing it all for clicks too. Big Facts Media, what's going on? What's up, bro? I got a question. Lakers question. When you ready, drop it in the chat. Hit me with it. Yeah, get the likes up. One of the best sports podcasts in the world. Don't mess around and find out. Hashtag New Cleveland. Talk to him. Shanithia in the building. What's going on, Shanithia?
Broncos country, let's ride. Broncos country, let's ride.
Come to Off the Record D, where we gonna read your super chats. Your voice is gonna be heard. What's going on, Shanithia? I got your message. I responded back to you on TikTok. So check your TikTok DM when you get a chance. I responded back to you over there. My main account, I still can't respond to DMs. It's just saying message not sent. And then also the moderator account that I created for Patreon, I don't have access to DMs because it has the same access as a normal member in Patreon. So when you get a chance, Shanithia, check out your DMs on TikTok. Hey fam, happy Friday. I'm feeling good today, y'all. I'm feeling good. Cookie, yes, I couldn't remember her name. From Empire, but I knew the basis of it. But I couldn't remember her name. Shout out to Black Pearl. Shout out to Key Mathis getting me together. Yes, Empire and Cookie. Appreciate y'all. Yo D, That content creator been putting people on for years and giving them pink Cadillacs. Hey, if you get enough sales, you get this pink Cadillac. Everybody gonna see you when you rolling through the hood. I'm picking up what you put down, Selmo Fun. I'm picking up what you put down. Cookie on Empire. Thank you, Shadithia. Yeah, get me together. I knew the whole scope of it, but I couldn't remember the name. Could not remember the name. Obsessed with that content creator. Last year in 2025, after the Browns season had ended, there afterwards, you still wrote about Shador up into the present of 2026. I got you. Obsessed. Yeah, I'm gonna let that content creator do what they do. Do what you do, content creator. That is the name. Hold on. Let's see. Let's go here. There we go. Oh no, Cedric. Oh no. Oh, wait till y'all see this. Oh man. Let me see. Oh no. Man, oh man. Let me drop this over here. Oh man. We got the wrong one. The wrong one. Oh no. Oh man, I'm kind of behind. Let me see. Let's see. If that dude Mond don't go make a sandwich, nobody cares about his opinion. He never made a team in the NFL and failed at NFL. Go make a sandwich. I got him because in one interview he spoke more about football, and we got him on the docket, but it's not for the reason you think. So we gonna get to Kellen Mond. Why don't more teams attack SGA on offense? If you watched the game last night, Rudy and LeBron took turns sitting in the corner against Shea while the team struggled to score. I don't understand. I remember I heard Gilbert Arenas talk about that, and he said people lock in too much to a defensive mindset that what you should do is attack the other team's best offensive player. And when he said it, he got a lot of pushback. This was a couple years ago, but when you really think about it, it makes a ton of sense. Attack the player. Make them use a whole bunch of energy. Make them play on-ball defense. So they got to use a lot of energy on defense, and then they have less energy on offense. You see, he got frustrated. He got in foul trouble last night. He had 4 quick fouls. So I think it's a good strategy to use, especially when they don't have Williams out there. So I would attack Shea just like last year when the Pacers beat the Cavs. I would have made Halliburton work. Halliburton wanted to run up the court and get the ball to open shooters. So that's the person I would attack. I would attack the person who is the engine to the other team's offense. So I don't know why more teams don't do that, but more teams just focus on playing defense or hiding the guy on them. And I'm like, man, you're gonna let them hide on defense and not really do nothing. So people claim he is a good defender, but when he actually see teams attack him on offense, I think so the Oklahoma City Thunder, they are a long athletic team. They're young, so they get a lot of deflections and stuff like that. So sometimes what people do is people look at if you get a lot of steals and they equate that to a good defender. But I would say just because you get a lot of steals, that doesn't make you a good on-ball defender. So for me, that's how I would attack him. So you're onto something. You're definitely onto something. That's how I would attack him. That's what I would do. So that's what I would do. Let's get this thing started. Good open, guys. Good open. I didn't do this the last 2 streams this week, but we got to get back to it. So let me do something. Let's go here. It's another day. It's another day. Bro, leave my Pacers alone. We gave y'all a pass this season, so just be happy. No. That's a positive for your Pacers. Your Pacers attacked us, and we didn't attack your Pacers back. Y'all brought the fight to us. No, that's not a diss. That's not a diss. No, your Pacers did the right thing. So that's not a diss. I was the one last year who was saying that people in Cleveland, they overlooked the Pacers, and I was like, y'all only overlooked them because y'all don't watch basketball. So yeah, no, that's not a diss towards the Pacers. I agree, but if you give the corner guy the ball, have them play 1-on-1, what's the chances of Shea stopping LeBron or Rui? It's less likely that he's going to stop them because he is smaller. So, but that also is a small amount of space. It's a condensed amount of the floor. I would attack him straight up. I would attack him in pick and roll. I would attack him a bunch of different ways. I would attack him a bunch of different ways. That is one way you could, if you can get LeBron to post him up or you can get Rui to post him up. That's a way to attack him. But I would make him work. Detroit used to commit felonies against Jordan before he started winning them championships. That is a fact. That's a fact. Fano was dapping up with Shador today. Ready to work. I agree. All right, let's get it. Another day, some more merch. So let me show y'all. All right. So you see it. So this is the hashtag New Cleveland. This is the skyline. So I'm bringing the old and the new together with the merch. I hope y'all picking up what I'm putting down. Let me show you. So if you go to hashtag New Cleveland or NEWCLE.com, you will see the meaning behind the merch. Let me show y'all. Let me. So you see the skyline. You see this. You see the Cleveland skyline. Let me read this to y'all. The skyline represents legacy. The Terminal Tower stood as one of the tallest buildings in the world when it was completed. That matters because it reflects a time when Cleveland stood tall on a global level. In hashtag New Cleveland, the skyline is there to remind us what this city has been and what it can still become. So definitely tap in. If you want to know the meanings of the merch, go to hashtag NEWCLE.com. You can read the meanings. We have a lot of people who are getting information about Cleveland, and we want them to know, why do you see so much Cleveland merch with the actual skyline on it? That's one of the reasons why. It's to highlight Cleveland's history, so you will see the skyline a lot. So just wanted to show you all that. Tap in OffThaRecordDee.com, hashtag New Cleveland if you want to know the meaning. All right, let's keep this thing moving forward. We got motivation. Let's get some motivation. I got to take y'all back. Y'all know Miles Monroe, that's my guy. That's my guy. Let's get to it.
Am I still coming through? Y'all are quiet tonight, boy. Wisdom is laws and principles applied. Matter of fact, the three words you want to remember is knowledge, understanding, and wisdom, right? They're different. Knowledge is information, understanding is comprehension, but wisdom is application. You can actually know laws and don't apply them. The result is the same, huh? You fail. You know your gas tank is on E. You know that. But you could avoid gas stations. You know the car needs it, so you got knowledge. You understand the car needs it, you got comprehension, but you ain't got no wisdom. What is wisdom? Applying it, going to the station and getting the gasoline. So coming to a class like this is one thing. Understanding what I'm saying is another thing. But leaving here, what you do with it is totally up to you. And wisdom is application.
Don't let this go past you. Knowledge is one thing. You got to get to the point where you apply it. If you know your car runs on gas, you got to put gas in it for it to run. You know that. You don't got to think about it. Wisdom is applying it. If we know content creators are using a certain strategy to get new clicks and get you watching, once you identify what their strategy is, wisdom is when you click do not recommend channel. Not interested. And don't forget, remember the bucket I put content creators in. You could be on the radio. You could be on ESPN. You could work for a newspaper. Anybody who is given higher pay or more notoriety for your attention, I'm putting them in the bucket as a content creator. You're not going to hear me say these people's names. Y'all are going to hear content creator a lot. And it's a reason for that. It's a reason. I'm not going to hype up this person's name if I don't believe in what they say. I'm not going to do it. So y'all gonna hear me hype up and say people's names that I believe in. The ones I don't believe in, they just gonna be in the bucket content creator. So I want y'all to hear it. So you got to apply it. You got to apply it. That's what wisdom is. It don't matter if you hear it, you consume it. I say, hey, don't listen to them. Nah. When you get off of here, apply it. You got to. You have to. That's fire. I'm telling y'all, man. Miles Monroe, shout out to Key Mathis. Key Mathis, I hopefully this is not embarrassing you how much I shout you out when I tell you that I appreciate Dr. Miles Monroe and his teachings. Hopefully you don't get embarrassed when I be doing that to you, but shout out to you because when he teach on leadership, mindset, all that stuff, I just really enjoy it. I really enjoy it. This man dropped bars and dropped the mic at the same time. That's a fact. Every time. I like seeing the thumbnails because I need the receipts and I have the self-control to not click. That's you got. Hey, you're applying the wisdom. You're applying it. Let's keep it pushing forward. We kind of lightly touched on the Cavs losing to Detroit. We kind of touched on that. So let's get to this portion of it. Let's hear from James Harden. Actually, I got to show y'all. I got to show y'all. This is what the plug sent me. The plug sent me this, y'all. James Harden, as soon as I put him in my parlay. That's why I was laughing earlier. This is what the plug sent me. Just hilarious. Just to hear it. Hilarious. But let's get to James Harden and his reaction. This is Cam Justice asking the question out on the road.
Spacing on the floor has been the first two halves has been really tight. Like we haven't really given each other space, to operate. So that's been key. That's the most important thing. Like they are a good defensive team, but if our spacing isn't right, they're even better defensive team. Anybody is. So just give each other space, which I think we did a better job in the second half, and just be aggressive.
So the Cavs offense has been starting off slow. You hear James Harden talking about spacing. I've been an advocate that the Cavs need to go to only start one big. You either start not one. They need to start Evan Mobley. They don't need to start Jarrett Allen. They need to put another shooter on the floor. They need to put another shooter on the floor. And I don't care which one it is. I don't care if it is Dennis Schroeder. I don't care if you add Max Strus with Dean Wade. I don't care how you do it, but they need to add another shooter to have more spacing. Towards the end of the game, the Cavs were down 6. They were coming back. They just got to stop. James Harden is dribbling the ball. The one of the twins, I don't want to get his first name wrong. One of the twins cheats off of Donovan Mitchell because they got them on the corner, short side of the court, trying to work in space. Also, they don't have any. They don't have any set plays that they run, and I've seen this and I've been calling this out. Kenny Atkinson said it. He said, "Well, we don't really run that many sets. That's a problem. That's a problem. You got at some point you got to run a set to settle the team down. You have to. I'm not gonna put it on. When it comes to what they're doing right now in the playoffs, I believe the way the coach is coaching this is making it harder for them. He's making it harder for them. When you have Jarrett Allen on the floor with Evan Mobley can try to shoot threes, but to space the floor properly, Evan Mobley has to go from not near the rim. Then they say, oh, well, why Evan Mobley doesn't get more rebounds? Because you play him too many minutes with Jarrett Allen, where Jarrett Allen is going to be around the hoop. If Jarrett Allen is at the three-point line, they know he's not shooting a three. So Jarrett Allen has limited offensive skill. So the only thing you could do is put him in a high pick and roll with James Harden. If Jarrett Allen is not in a high pick and roll with James Harden, he is clogging up the lane, making it harder for everybody else to score. So Kenny Atkinson, you got to see this. You got to adjust. You have to adjust. You got to adapt. It's about adapting in the moment. It's about making the proper changes so you can space the floor. You got to go smaller. It's not like you're playing against this really big team that has, 1990s center and a 1990s power forward. It's not that. This team actually is a team that you can go and take two bigs off the floor. We just got to see if he's going to be willing to do it. We got to see. So, the Cavs don't know how to play defense. On defense, their issues are they don't know. They're not doing a good job of switching. They're not doing a good job at the high pick and roll. They're leaving guys wide open for threes. So they have to stay on their guys and give better effort. Their effort in the half court defense yesterday was not good at key moments of the game. So I'm right there with you, Selmo Far. Mitchell used to be a playoff riser. His hamstring seems to be bothering him a lot. I see, this is the thing. He still is rising, but it's only so much you can play isolation ball and then play that for a whole game. Remember when we had young LeBron in Cleveland and it looked like LeBron had to work so hard to get buckets off? And that was because we had an all defensive team, basically not like all defense like they made the all defensive team, but we had Eric Snow who wasn't a threat. We had guys on the floor who wasn't a threat to score the ball. So you can pack the paint. That is the same thing that's happening with this Cavs team. And every shot that Donovan Mitchell makes, he shot 1 or 2 open buckets yesterday. Besides that, he's fighting for his life just to get a jumper off. That's not going to work, man. That ain't going to cut it. That ain't going to cut it. That ain't going to cut it. That's not going to cut it. As a head coach, you got to put your guys in the best position where they can have success. James Harden is a pick and roll player. And then what you do, you take the pick and roll player off the floor. And you got to marry their minutes. If Jared Allen's on the floor, James Harden needs to be on the floor. And you can stagger James Harden and Donovan Mitchell's minutes. It's options. It's ways that you could do this to make it easier to take some of the pressure off of them. Kenny, this why they hired you. Zydrunas Ilgauskas was one of my favorite centers. And he a beast. I wish when he went to Miami with LeBron, he could have got a ring, though. I wish he could have. Proverbs 9-10, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the holy is understanding. Proverbs 8:1-4, wisdom is referred to as her. Miles Monroe dropping bars. Let's keep it pushing. What we got next? We talking about the excitement, y'all. So I think this is funny that we are getting leaks on when the NFL schedule is going to come out, but it's looking like the NFL schedule is going to come out sometime next week. I'm excited. I can't wait to see what home games and when they'll happen. I want to see who we're going to play when the weather is nicer, who we're going to play when it's cold outside. I can't wait. I have a lot of excitement for this season, and I'm not going to let anybody, steal that joy or take that excitement away from me. So I'm excited. So we're going to see if it's May 13th or the 14th, when we're going to get that excitement. Also, y'all, I ordered my Shador jersey so long ago. I'm getting a text message this morning. Your jersey going to be here from Fanatics. I'm like, is this a scam? I ordered the jersey so long, I done forgot. So I'm excited to get that jersey. Blonde Beauty, what's going on? How you feeling? Who is playing in Brazil this year? Toolman, I'm not sure yet. No, I don't think. Don't give me the line. Don't give me the line. I remember seeing something about the San Francisco 49ers, but I can't remember if that is in Brazil or if that is somewhere else. So don't give me the line. Don't give me the line. Next, I got to prepare y'all for the future, y'all. So a long time ago, I said I believe the Browns are going to win more games than the Falcons. I still have that belief. This was before free agency. This was before the draft. This was before all that. This is something that y'all are going to see creep in. So now Bleacher Report put out this report on strength of schedule. So strength of schedule for 2026, the 5 easiest schedule. They got the Browns with the 4th easiest schedule. So 4th easiest schedule. Just be prepared for people to use this as a negative against the Browns. And I just want to let y'all know that this is how I'm viewing it.
We do not care.
You only play who's on the schedule. So if the Browns have a better season than a lot of people have expected, when they get to the end and say, well, they had the 4th easiest schedule, I don't care. You play who on the schedule. When they had a hard schedule, y'all didn't make no excuses. So hey, I'm just letting y'all know, I don't care. ChatGPT saying Chargers in Kansas City September 5th. That makes sense. Because the schedule this year, the NFL is doing something different. They're starting the season in the middle of the week. They're starting the season in the middle of the week. So it could be them. It could be them. So that is your game. But it's a middle of the week schedule. When people start to push this narrative about the strength of schedule stuff, ask them if the Browns hard strength of schedule last year made a difference. If not, hey, let it fly. This is something they're gonna try to use. Don't fall for it. Do not worry about it. Do not worry about it. Let's keep it pushing. I remember I told y'all that I like pressure and breakdown. Let's see. Yeah, I thought that was the first game last year. I thought it was. Yeah, because the Chargers beat Kansas City in Brazil. So I don't know if that might have been the first game last year. I don't know if they're gonna do it again this year. I like pressure and breakdown. So the content creators that I enjoy and I appreciate, I'm gonna say their name. I'm gonna say their name. This is me speaking on pressure and breakdown. I found it for y'all. I wasn't just making it up the other day. So here it is. Pressure and Breakdown sent this 2 weeks ago, and he said, appreciate the shout out and the support. It really means a lot. Much love and respect, PRB. So shout out to Pressure and Breakdown. I appreciate you. I like what you're doing over there. Keep doing your thing. Much continued success and growth to you. I really enjoy your breakdowns, and I think you are in a lane where you can really dominate because people aren't looking at things through the view and the lens that you are. So shout out to you. Shout out to Pressure and Breakdown. So the other day I was talking about Pressure and Breakdown and saying that I actually made a short. This is a short that I put out shouting out Pressure and Breakdown. So I know that people only think that I only go at people, but I'll clearly highlight people that I enjoy their content. Pressure and Breakdown is one of those. And with that being said, let's get to something Pressure and Breakdown did that I thought was great. I got time to watch it. He's just going to highlight the type of question, what bucket he puts it in, and he's going to go from the Cleveland media and just run that through the lens of the Chicago media. Now other content creators are going to start to break down Pressure and Breakdown. Jizzle, you want to know something funny? I believe the first time I highlighted Pressure and Breakdown, I think he had around 500 subscribers. So I've been highlighting him for a minute. Shout out to him. He's at 2.4K. And I think he really has a lane and he's in a niche that other people aren't willing to put in the amount of work he's willing to do. So I think he has a really good lane, but they already started. It was a little wave of people doing that afterwards. But let's get to it. Shout out to Pressure and Breakdown.
But this time, we're applying it to a press conference with Caleb Williams in a completely different market. And I'll tell you up front, the results here were not the same. And if you watch the Shadeur break,
let me say this real quick. I remember somebody else was saying Cleveland media is just like other places. And I was like, nah, Cleveland media is definitely more negative focus. This is an example. Y'all will get to see if Chicago is like Cleveland, which is a team that hasn't won a lot in the last 10 years or so. Let's see how their media is compared to Cleveland. Let's go.
You're going to notice this immediately. The difference shows up early. Now, here's what makes this interesting. We ran the same scorecard on Caleb Williams, and the patterns didn't match what we saw with Shadeur Sanders. This isn't about reacting to tone or guessing intent. What we're measuring is the impact of the question on the room before the answer even comes out. Every question gets categorized as winning, neutral, or opposing energy. Winning questions build forward, neutral questions gather information, and opposing questions introduce pressure or an early narrative. And that right there is the key. This isn't about softball or easy questions versus more difficult questions. There's nothing wrong with asking tough questions. It's about how the question is framed. Now let's break this down with a few examples so you can hear the difference for yourself. Let's start with a winning energy question. As you listen, pay attention to how the question is set up before Caleb even responds.
Do you have a sense for how important this year is, not only for you and a potential contract and all of that, but also the growth of the team? You know, they didn't add more, you know, too much on offense. Yeah. It sounds like they're counting on you to keep going exponentially.
Yeah.
Now that's a pressure question. It's about expectations and performance, but notice how it's framed around growth and progression instead of doubt. In that Cleveland press conference with Shadeur, we saw pressure introduced with assumptions already built in. Here, the pressure is real, but it's presented in a way that allows the player to step into it. Now let's look at another example. Same idea, different angle, but watch how the structure stays consistent.
Caleb, coach reiterated that for him to be elite status in quarterback in this league, you got to be at 70% on completion rate. He also said that for you, that probably just means making about
40 more
50
completions.
more completions. And he said there's probably at least 90 on tape from last year, not drops. One, do you agree with that assessment about what it takes to enter elite status in this league? And two, what are you doing to kind of ensure that you can hit those extra 40 or 50?
This question points directly at something that Caleb needs to improve. There's no avoiding it, but it's framed as development. It's asking how you move forward, not what went wrong. And this is where I want you to pay close attention, because what you're hearing is the same exact type of question, but it lands completely different than what we heard with Shadeur. That's what makes it a winning energy question. It challenges without trapping. It holds Caleb accountable while still building momentum. Now let's shift gears. These next questions are not trying to push anything or shape anything. They're just asking for information. And this is where the difference becomes more subtle. This is what a neutral energy question sounds like.
Well, this is the first time we've talked to you since DJ was traded. What was your reaction to that news, and how will you remember your time with him and what you got from him in your first 2 years in the NFL?
This question is informational. It doesn't introduce pressure, and it doesn't shape the narrative. It simply gathers context. Now watch how this changes with just a small shift in the framing. The original question was open-ended, neutral energy. But what if we asked it like this? Hey, Caleb, did trading DJ catch you off guard, or was that something you should have seen coming? Now you're introducing doubt before he even answers. That now makes it an opposing energy question. And that might sound like a small detail, but those are the details you have to pay very close attention to in the press room. Here's another one in that same.
This is why I love what he does. I'm not gonna break it down because then people might try to steal what he does. But I'll just say this: what he does is so good. He is focusing on this series right here that he's doing, where he's focusing on the style of question, how it's framed, and separating which bucket it could be in. Man, oh man, just we gotta clap it up for him. We gotta clap it up for him. We gotta clap it up for him here. So definitely go watch this entire video. I like the fact that he sticks to what the questions are, the framing of the questions. I really like what he does. I don't always get to see his stuff as soon as it comes out, just depending on how, I'm working at whatever I have going on. But he is one of the people that I will always double back and check out his stuff, because it's, even if he covers the same press conference as me, he's looking at it through a different lens. He's not looking at it through the same lens as me, where I'm giving more of a reaction and he is breaking it down on a different level. So he is a person that I can listen to, and even if we're breaking down the same thing, it won't impact how I view it. So definitely shout out to Press Room Breakdown. This is good. If you haven't seen this, definitely go check it out. Also, I enjoy how he put the 3 buckets there together. So really good, really good. Shout out to Press Room Breakdown. Shout out to Press Room Breakdown. This is good stuff right here, y'all. Definitely good stuff. And then also, I'll add this. He is not just trying to highlight the negative and harp on the negative. So I think that's really good. He's actually teaching what he's doing. So shout out to him. Cleveland media is like the Twilight Zone. They're in a world of their own, spewed with negativity, and it's disturbing. It is, and that's why once you identify what they are, wisdom is applying it and just not listening to them. Just not listening to them. Keith Hunt, yeah, I saw this and was hoping you saw this. Yeah, when I tell y'all I add stuff to my list, I want to say Black Pearl sent this to me maybe. I think Black Pearl is the one that put this in the group chat. So shout out to Black Pearl. I think Black Pearl put this in the group chat. Let's see. This was a great watch. This was. The Browns need to give more media credentials to other media that will ask more positive questions to the players, drown out the negative. Jizzle, I like what you're saying there. All framed around growth. You got to have a certain way about you to handle the microphones in Cleveland. That's why Shador is perfect for it. I agree with that as well. Maya, what's going on? Good morning. Yeah, that's cool. Chart he created too. Simple for everyone to understand. I agree. Like, y'all know, y'all don't hear me talk about many content creators the way I speak about pressure and breakdown. But like I said, I just believe he has a limited growth potential based on what he does. The Cavs regular season versus the Pistons at 2-2, home court is important. I agree with that. Home court is important. And in the playoffs, you got to make adjustments. Y'all might be getting a little unboxing video because it seems like my Shador jersey is only a couple stops away. So I might have to pause the stream and go grab it when it gets here. Just to show y'all that 2 jersey. So shout out to everybody who tapped in with the support when I said I was going to get the 2 jersey. So shout out to y'all. All right, let's keep it pushing. What we got next? Okay, so do I want to? Yeah, let's do this first. So I've been looking and trying to figure out why so many former NFL players, whether they played 30 years ago, 20 years ago, 10 years ago, or 5 years ago, or are still fighting to be in the league, why they sound exactly the same when they are breaking down the Cleveland Browns quarterback situation. And of course, initially, my first reaction is, man, they're not doing enough research. Then I was thinking, maybe they're not good analysts. And it's just very alarming how they all go to the same thing. And I was like, it has to be something deeper than just they're haters and they're not good. I'm like, it has to be something more. So y'all know me, went down this long rabbit hole to try to find an answer for why they end up at the same spot. And this is what I was able to uncover.
Is anchoring bias. Anchoring bias is the tendency to rely too heavily on the first piece of information encountered, the anchor, when making decisions. For example, in negotiations, the initial price offered can heavily influence the final agreement, even if it's unreasonable.
Now, I started looking into biases. And the reason why I started looking into that is because when I worked in human resources, I remember it was a big thing. We had to take this unconscious bias training. And it sounds funny, but it's a real thing. So you can look at a person's name before you look at their resume, before you look at their requirements, and you could put that person in a negative bucket without even realizing. You can put them in that bucket without even realizing it. And until certain things are brought to the light, you probably don't even recognize that you're doing it, because what you think you're just looking at it through the lens of how you view things. You're like, man, we just looking at through this same lens. So I thought about that when I was in human resources, and I said, you know what? Let's see if there are other forms of biases. It could be the reason why all these NFL players end up at the same spot. So now let's listen to an NFL player, and then let's break this down a little bit more. This is Joe Hayden. Now, even though Joe Hayden wants Shedeur to be the starter, when he goes to Deshaun Watson, he always says the same thing. And I was highlighting this by showing that a lot of times they only go to the money. And I'm like, man, when do they get to performance? When do they talk about performance? And we're gonna hear him. We're gonna hear him go right to the money again. And I said it has to be another reason.
Yes. We're hearing Deshaun has the inside track.
It's the track, yeah.
Instead of Shador, your thoughts, my friend?
See, this is what I'm saying. Right now, it's early. It's early. The good thing is we do have Shador. He's still on the team. Todd Monken has spoken highly about Shador. Todd Monken a chance to get out there and play.
So I knew it was going to be some interesting thoughts about Kay Adams, because I remember when she was interviewing Shador. So I knew it was going to be some interesting thoughts about that. But go to what he said. If you have belief in a person, they always go to the money. Then they says if he starts, then Shador can come in and play. And I'm like, so that means you don't even really believe in the person. You don't even believe in the person. You are just going based on, let me end this poll. It's kind of blocking my chat a little bit. Shout out to 92% of you who are still positive about the Browns. I'm still excited for the Browns this upcoming season. They always go to the money. Then they hedge their bet and say if he doesn't play well, you just go to Shador. What I hear is you don't really believe in Deshaun Watson. You just believe he's the vet, and because of money, he should be able to play. And I was like, I don't think Joe Hayden is a hater. So that's when I start putting it through the lens, thinking like, if I don't think Joe Hayden is a hater, and if I know he is in tune enough, he is in tune enough with the Browns to understand what's coming out. He's dealt with this media before. I was like, what is happening here? What is happening? So we got Kellen Mond next. And it's going to be similar. Let me catch up on your chats and then we're going to get to Kellen Mond. Where we at? Unconscious biases are real. I agree with that. I can't stand this chick. She messy AF too. She is. For the record, Kay Adams annoys me a lot. Her question framing is awful. I believe the vets are putting themselves in Watson's shoes and will want to be given preferential treatment simply because they are vets. They believe Watson earned it due to time in the NFL. I agree with that take too, Detroit Gemini. I'm right there with you. She always fishing for information about Shedeur sickening. Always. Everybody needs a Shedeur story. I think they repeat things they hear in the media also. I think they do as well. Very JW coded. Yeah, remember I said JW said words? I was like, they're just saying words. They're just saying words. It's just words, because if you say he starts, and then if you got to hedge that with, oh, we can just go to Shedeur after however many games they say he can play better. I'm like, that means you don't really believe in him. They don't go on talent or just what they don't. I'm just gonna say this: do not like Kay Adams. I understand it. Everyone's saying the same thing. Let the money talk. They will lose enough money. Where losing is destroying the team. That's a fact. Talent over money, because that money is gone. The money is gone. Sunk cost fallacy. That's a good way to look at it. Mond is a straight hater. Period. Y'all might not like it. I don't think Kellen Mond is a hater, and I'll explain to you why I don't think he's a hater. 2 is playing well. The money they make in merch will outdo the lost money from 4. That's a fact. They can barely commit to him. Just another obstacle. Deshaun, another pawn in that game right now. I agree. Former players are used to being connected to the league. The national media jobs are connected to the league. Therefore, they are more likely to give a narrative as opposed to be a objective analysis. I agree with that. Now, on to Kellen Mond. So we heard Joe Hayden. I don't think Joe Hayden is a hater, but he's kind of ending up at the same spot as Kellen Mond. Let's listen to Kellen Mond. I got Kellen Mond speaking in 2 different places. So this is on Big Play. Let's listen to what he says.
Accurate. Watson probably has the inside edge, even though it was after 3 install practices, and you believe it's his job to lose.
Yeah. Yeah, and mind you, I know there's a lot of people who also say, hey, Kellen Mond is saying this only, or people are saying this only after 3 practices. I think this is before the 3 practices. I actually don't think the 3 practices, like Todd Monken, necessarily means a lot. It's just, can we get guys on the field? And so I expect Deshaun to get most of the ones reps, especially when camp comes along. I probably in OTAs and coming up over the next few weeks before the break, Shador, maybe Dillon Gabriel, they may, go and squeeze in certain reps. But at the end of the day, if you have Deshaun and, everyone thinks Shador, and then obviously Dillon Gabriel, who was your 3rd round draft pick from last year, trying to split reps on ones, how can you get a guy prepared to go win games for you? I just think you have to pick with, like I said, I think they've already picked in a way. I don't think it's anything that is pinned in as this is solidified, but I think it is Deshaun's job to lose.
Okay, so I let him finish that thought. I would say this. I would say if he paid attention a little bit more closely, the premise that he gives actually is proving that Shedeur is in the league. He is actually proving that Shedeur is in the league. That's why I don't think he's a hater. It's cool if you feel like he's a hater. Listen to what he said. Oh, they're going to look at you before that happens, and they're going to give that person more first team reps. Well, if he was paying more attention, he would know that the decision maker, who is Todd Monken, said out of his own mouth, we wanted to give Shedeur more reps. So I don't think that's him being a hater. I think that's him framing it in a way, thinking it favors Deshaun, but because he is not, for lack of better words, he's not tapped in enough, he doesn't realize he is actually articulating an argument for Shedeur. Listen to what he said. I believe coming into it, they're going to know it's not about the 3 practices. Okay, I hear you. Also, it's going to be the person that they gives more first team reps to. He is going based on the assumption that Deshaun is getting more first team reps. That is not true. The coach came out and said we wanted to get Shedeur more reps. So even in his argument, because he doesn't have the information, because he doesn't have the information, he is getting it wrong. And people who are closely aligned to this and pay attention and watch it, I was like, oh, he just don't know no better. He doesn't realize that the coaches came out and said, this is what we are doing. This is what we have done. So that portion, I wouldn't say that's a hater take. We got a little bit more.
Very fascinating stuff talking with former.
Y'all, I'm going to be nice. I'm just going to skip past the question portion of this and get to his response. No slight to the person asking the question, but that's not what we're here for. That's not what we're here for. Okay, so let's play it here.
Knows that, and it's not just the NFL. I've NBA players.
All right, let me rewind this back a little bit.
Dollar amount is what's driving Cleveland's decision to make Watson the starting quarterback?
I think that's a large reason for it. I mean, I'm not the only person in pro athlete that knows that, and it's not just the NFL. NBA players have said this. Whenever you join a team and you look at a guy who you're in competition with, and he's making 5x the amount, it's like it's really not necessarily a competition. Again, Deshaun has to go out and prove it. He's on a contract year. I see a lot of improvements just from a fundamental standpoint, which I've said in the message. He has to go and do it in games, and I can't do it for him. But I don't know. I don't see it as just some totally open quarterback competition and all the quarterbacks are competing. Todd Monken already said, and I'm sort of paraphrasing, but that all the quarterbacks are competing, but at the end of the day, there will be some sort of unofficial depth chart. And the reason you have some sort of unofficial depth chart is because something, whether past history, the way you've evaluated, has told you certain things. And I would be surprised if it's Deshaun QB1 or Dillon Gabriel or Shador QB2 and 3-4. I wouldn't be surprised if it was 2 guys at QB2 because they've done it before like that. So, and then I know when it comes into play where guys are drafted if Shador was the 2nd round draft pick last year and, Dylan Gabriel was a 5th or whatever, we wouldn't be having this conversation. But I played for Andrew Berry. I saw the way certain players got handled because they were really good players, but they were just lower draft picks and they couldn't get in the rotation. So yes, you have a guy who played better in Shador in the regular season, but he's also competing against a guy who was drafted higher than him, which plays a factor.
I wanted to ask.
So let's break it down. It's easy. So I would tell you all this. It's very easy to attack the person, but I like to attack what they say. So we attack the first portion. He just hasn't paid enough attention to realize he is actually making an argument for Shador. What he just said there. He doesn't realize Shador is the one that they initially started with the first team reps. Also, I'll say this. He is using the exact same reasoning that other NFL players have used. So remember, I played Joe Hayden first. This is my question for you. Because we're going to have a conversation. Do y'all believe Joe Hayden is a hater and he is just here to push an agenda? That's my question for you. Just respond in the chat. Let me know if y'all believe Joe Hayden, the one who I previously played, is he a hater? And does he have an agenda that he is pushing with the media? That's my question for you. That's my question. See, the funny thing is, it's not that much energy for me because I see it clearly. I know exactly where he's wrong. So I just laugh at it. In my Patreon stream yesterday, I played a portion of Miles Monroe, and knowledge creates peace. Knowledge creates peace. So I know that a lot of what he is saying is misguided, and I'll show you where it's misguided. It does. I don't feel any type of way about it. Him and Joe Hayden almost end up at the exact same spot. I had it on Monday's stream, but Monday's stream went a little left. But Joe Hayden actually said the exact same thing on Monday's stream. I ended up not playing it on Monday because I've been looking deeper into this. So this is what's happening. I just played y'all anchoring bias. Anchoring bias is when you can only look at things through the lens of how you first saw it. So y'all always say, man, these quarterbacks that haven't done nothing, they always have the same view and they always sound the same. Why do you believe they sound the same? They sound the same because their experience was the same. He was not a high round draft pick. He was always in a quarterback competition and he couldn't win it. So what he is saying, man, I was drafted. That's the reason why I didn't win. I was better than these people. That's the reason why I didn't win. No. The NFL, unfortunately, does not run like that. And we have too many examples to prove otherwise. So he's coming from a false premise with lack of understanding. And then he can't remove himself from the situation. He just said it. I let it play out. Yeah, when I was in Cleveland, he's going to give an example of a wide receiver who couldn't get on the field and said, oh, he only couldn't get on the field because of where he was drafted. So to me, this is a no big deal. I read the tweet as well. This is not me only watching this. I read his full tweet. I'll even tell y'all the thing that's the most triggering for you from his tweet without even pulling his tweet up. The most triggering thing from Kellen Mond's tweet was he said Mary Kay was always right. And I said her name that time just to let y'all know I understand where it's coming from. I know where it's coming from. That's the only time I'm going to say her name. She's back to content creator. I understand where it's coming from. I understand where it's coming from. I know why it's viewed that way. But if two people say the same thing and you say one person's a hater, one person's not a hater, and they say the same thing, what is the difference? The difference has to be something else with how you view them. To me, this is a person who in the NFL was not able to overcome. He was not able to win. He was not able to win quarterback competitions. That clearly changes how he views the situation. To me, that is a bias. I don't think that's him being a hater. I know why y'all said he a hater. I know why you said it. Don't I don't just get up here and just jump through it. I get it. So I thought this was interesting. I don't think he's a hater, and I'll play something else from him on UCSS that'll show why I don't believe he's a hater. Do I believe he's right? No, I believe he's wrong, and I believe he's leaning too heavily on his experience, and because of his experience, he can't see the forest for the trees is how I take it. But I don't think this is a hater take. I don't think everybody just falls into the hater take. Listen to this. Now, this is what D Neon pointed out, which UCSS is messed up for doing this. They used Deshaun Watson's 2020 season and compared it to Shadeur's 2025. This is a flaw by UCSS. This is a flaw by them. But I just want you to hear what he says about Deshaun Watson's footwork, because he even has to kind of backtrack on how he's speaking on Deshaun Watson. Just listen.
I mean, those are like MVP caliber numbers. So, he's done it in the past, and maybe it's within him. And then I also said in the post, I think Deshaun has done a lot of work to improve on his fundamentals, certain balance stuff that I've seen throughout videos throughout the offseason. I messaged him about it, and then I've seen it in practice. And so, again, I'm not saying Deshaun is going to go out there and play great in the season. That's up for Deshaun, the Browns, everyone to create a system around him, whatever that looks like.
Okay. Detroit Gemini. You got to be careful. You got to be careful. You got to be quiet. You got to be careful. That's a. I'm just gonna highlight it. D, you've been indoctrinated in the Cleveland media for too long. You've seen things from a Brownsy lens. I don't think any of this stuff is normal. Detroit Gemini. I'm gonna give you some time to kind of think about that, because that's a personal attack. That's a personal attack, Detroit Gemini. Even if we don't agree, I don't attack people. Even if we agree, I don't attack people. But that's an attack. That's an attack. Come on, Detroit Gemini. Come on, Detroit Gemini. That's an attack. We don't have to agree on everything. If I give you my stance and it's not the same as yours, if the next thing to do is attack me, what we doing? What we doing? Come on now. Because you believe a person is a hater and I say a person is misinformed and they're heavily leaning on their bias, that's a reason to attack me? Come on now. Come on now. Is that fair or foul, Detroit Gemini? Is that fair or foul? Is that fair or foul? Just, I want you to read it back. Is that fair or foul? Is it fair or foul? That's the question. That's the question. That's the question. Is it fair or foul from a disagreement to then lump me in with people who lack understanding? Come on now. Enjoy the virtual birthday party, Key Mathis. Enjoy it. Detroit Gemini, read what you said. You said, D, you've been indoctrinated in the Cleveland media for too long. You see things from a Brownsy lens. I don't think any of this stuff is normal. What you don't believe that's an attack? Not an attack. I do think a lot of Browns fans are seeing things differently because it's all they know. It happens. I'm not attacking you. I'm just I need some clarity then. I need some clarity. How do you just go? Remember, I always say this. You watch me for a long time. I always say people only put you in a box when they want to put you in a negative box. Do you believe your comment put me in a positive box or a negative box? I'm just going to ask the question. I'm just going to ask you the question. It's okay if we don't agree on how we view a person. But to me, I'll just let you know, even if you didn't mean it as an attack, I took that as an attack. And the reason why I took it as an attack is because for how long y'all have watched me, when have you heard me sound like any of these other people? When have you heard my takes be like them? When have you seen my viewpoints be like them? When have you seen me agree with the clickbait? When have you seen me use clickbait against y'all? When have you seen those things from me? My channel has not grown as much as it probably would if I would use clickbait and tactics that other people use. So to just lump me in with other people like that, even if you didn't mean it as an attack, I take that as an attack because I take pride in having my own thoughts, my own mind, and my own vision. So I would just say, if you didn't mean it as an attack, I hear you, but that's not how it was received. I'll just let you know. That. My question is, why are these players letting a reporter who doesn't know football become content for their discussions? I think that's why I didn't focus on the portion about that. I focused more on the portion where he is explaining what he saw in the NFL. That's why I did that. That's why I started there. That's why I didn't go to the tweet. Of course, I read the tweet. That's why I didn't start there or any of those things. And if we have seen, he's not the only person to say this. So if you just discredit him, let's take his name out of it. Let's take him. Let's not even show him. Let's take his name out of it. Let's look at the other people who have came to the same conclusion as him. The other people that came to the same conclusion to him, I would not say they're haters as well. But a lot of people are coming to this conclusion. So it's the easy thing to do is attack the person. The easiest thing to do is to attack the person. The easiest thing to do is attack the person. But what I do is I attack the point. Because what happens is, I'll tell you what's going to happen. If you say, oh, he's only saying this because he didn't amount to much, what happens with somebody with credentials who says the same thing? And then you can attack their credentials. That's why I'm making sure I identify what they're actually saying. That's why I do that. That's why I identify that. I'm not looking for a short-term answer. Where you just discredit a person. I'm trying to figure out why why a lot of people are ending up in this spot. A lot of people ended up in this spot where they're just saying it's going to be money and it's going to be this. So that is what I'm doing. That is what I'm doing. Kellen Mond was overhyped coming out of Texas A&M. He doesn't qualify to critique Deshaun Watson's career. See, I just don't. I don't use that approach to discredit people, because then what happens when somebody with all the credentials says something crazy? Do we hold it in high regard because they got credentials? So I just go at their points. That's what I try to do. Marie, what's going on? How you feeling today?
Everybody stay on that side when they switched up. You switched up, stay on that side, man.
Good morning, everyone. Blessings, everyone. What's going on, Marie? Welcome in. Mine was in the UFO last year. He was god awful. His team wasn't winning there. We're 1-9. He's not a good QB. He was the only QB they won the championship the year before, so he was bad and should hush. Hey, I don't mind it. I don't mind if you take that approach. You do have a slight twinge of Mary Kay in you, though. Hey, you know. I ain't worried about nothing. D, you need to hit the bell on yourself because I am picking up what you were putting down. I agree. Shedeur is clearly in the lead. That's why I said I don't think he's a hater. He just doesn't know enough information to say it clearly because what he described is the situation that Shedeur is in. That's what he did. Did I miss Detroit? Wait. Key Math, is this your birthday? I thought you were going to somebody else's birthday. You go back. I thought Key Math was going to somebody else's birthday. Key Math, it's your birthday? You just dropped that in here and left? Wait. Let me see. Is Key Math's birthday? Hold on. Did I miss that, y'all? Is Key Math's birthday? I didn't see this earlier, but so he's biased because he's cool with Derek. No, he's not biased because he's cool with Derek. His bias is anchored to his experience in NFL. I'm not saying his bias is because of his relationship with Deshaun Watson. His bias is anchored to what he witnessed. So it's hard for him to remove his experience in the NFL and just look at things from an objective lens. So I didn't say he was biased because of Deshaun Watson. I said his is an anchoring bias, meaning he cannot remove himself from his own experience. That's what I said about his bias, not because of Deshaun Watson. Okay. I thought I was tripping. Dang, y'all, I have to jump at noon. I have a virtual birthday party for one of my team members. I'll catch the replay for what I missed. Okay, y'all had me nervous. I thought I'd have missed Key Math's birthday. Okay, not Key Math's birthday. Y'all, Key Math's got a birth. It's for one of her team members, y'all. It's one of her team members. Okay, got you. Y'all thought I thought I missed. I thought I missed it. If you're paid to push a narrative, is that a hater bucket? I would say no. What happened? Okay, you can be paid to push a negative narrative. You can be paid to push a positive narrative. That's what commercials are. So would I just automatically put a commercial into the hater bucket? No, I wouldn't. I honestly think Monk is do the old break you down and build you back up with everyone on this team. Two is going to be challenged to win and will be unanimous coaches and players. Yeah, I'm not worried about it. Like, cause I got knowledge of it. I watched Deshaun. I watched his film. So for me, I'm just like, all right. One of her team members. Okay, thank you, Zedric. I thought that. Why not spew about the first round picks? Why the fifth round picks? So Cam Ward is boring as well as New York Giants QB. Yeah, they just talk about him. They do not expect him to be good because of the injury, so they are showing him respect by leading with the contract. Yeah, it's a weird thing because they always go back to, oh, he can do this better. Even in this clip right here that I was going to pay from UCSS, he is going to say that Deshaun Watson didn't have the best footwork and his fundamentals in the pocket aren't good. And that's the only reason why I played this clip, because that is a football assessment, and that's something you can break down based on watching this film. So to me, when I looked at Deshaun Watson's film, I saw a person who his feet weren't settled. I saw him dancing around in the pocket. I saw him not confident in the pocket. So I was like, dang, he at least knows Deshaun is not the perfect quarterback. So that's why I chose to break it down. I didn't think it would go this way, but it's part of it. Shout out to Shanithia.
Broncos country, let's ride. Broncos country, let's ride.
Come to Off the Record D, where we gonna read your super chats. Your voice is gonna be heard.
Oh my God! Wow! I got money.
Shout out to Shanithia. Let me get you up on the screen here. Let's go here. All right, we here. this is the freaking Twilight Zone. All this national conversation off of what the content creator said after one practice. Everybody talking about this sounds crazy to me. It's funny because I didn't even want to spend a lot of time on this portion of it. I thought that people would just see he's highlighting Shedeur. That's what I thought. I thought that people would see that, oh, he's highlighting Shedeur. I don't know. That went sideways. Then when he started talking about Deshaun's footwork, that's a football thing. You can have a conversation about football. If you watch Deshaun when he was on the Browns, and then now I'm going back and watching him on the Texans, he's kind of moving around in the pocket the same way. And I'm seeing him make a lot of throws outside the pocket. Just the first game I'm watching from him on one of his best games when he was with the Houston Texans, you'll see him you'll see he does not go under center a lot. So I'm just going back watching the film. So I was like, oh, this is a good football conversation. But you know, sometimes intent don't matter. Sometimes intent don't matter. Their media principal tactics have not changed from north-south, from east to west. Their inadequacies make them attack us. Half of them don't know the sport they report on. I agree with that. I miss a message of, yeah, it was y'all had me nervous. I thought it was her birthday. It's one of her team members' birthday. Yo D, when LeBron left and they were burning his jersey, that was wild. It didn't affect me anyway. He an Akron boy, not Cleveland. I'm a Kobe fan anyway. It didn't affect me. I didn't take it personally that they burned his jersey. I just thought they were showing who they were. I thought they were showing who they were, to me. Then there's a question, can you teach an old dog new tricks? Zedric, do you remember when I was breaking down the quarterbacks and I said I wanted a quarterback who had pocket presence and used his athleticism, like kind of in case of emergency, break glass, use it, versus him being athletic because their athleticism will lead them to not use their fundamentals? I'm noticing that with Deshaun Watson, and even he said it. So this matches what's on film. Sanders' pocket presence is way better even in college. Watson was a better athlete. That's the difference. Jizzle, I'm right there with you. I thought we was going to get to that conversation. That's what it feels like. QB competition is going to magically make Watson not hold on to the ball too long and take sacks. Or make two not throw the boom or bust deep ball. Yeah, the quarterback competition is not going to change that. It's going to highlight more of who you are. This is why the content creator has been around so long playing the game. All her local media friends are thanking her. Yeah, that's why, if you notice from the very beginning of this stream, I have not been using her name. I've been not referencing things she said, all that. I've been moving right past that. So if you weren't here from the beginning, you would think that this is a highlight that content creator. But if you notice, the people that have been here from the beginning, they realize I haven't even been using her name. He noticed improvement footwork from one practice. Cedric, thank you. Now we can get to the football of it. It's no way he's going to know that from one practice that he didn't watch. And remember, I stopped it because of other comments. He didn't even watch that practice. He saw videos from Deshaun on YouTube. So it's a different thing. Then if that's Kellen's bias, again, he's not qualified to critique other players. Lack of knowledge or information disqualifying players. Analysis of other players. Keith, I agree with you. I thought we was gonna get there real quick. I was like, okay, we're gonna show that he has a bias. Let me take y'all through why that was even there. Because let me just walk you through it and see how simple it is, and then y'all will see why I was gonna show it. Okay. I know that this potentially could turn into a hot story because of what he attached it to. I said, okay, let's listen to see if he knows what he's talking about. I identify his bias. Then I realized he didn't have enough information, and he was actually highlighting Shedeur and not recognizing it. So that was like, okay, he doesn't know enough about the subject. Then on UCSS, he talked about Deshaun's footwork being improved in his fundamentals, meaning that's something that Deshaun has not done good for a long time. I started watching Deshaun film from Houston. I realized that his fundamentals was bad in Houston. I thought we was going to get through this very fast. I did not think this would turn into this because I had clear intentions and a clear reason to show you. If you see this, I don't think this person is a hater. I think this person lacks knowledge. I think this person has a bias. Then we're going to get to the football with Deshaun Watson's footwork. And if you go back and watch Deshaun Watson, his footwork wasn't the best, even when he was putting up a lot of numbers. It's simple, y'all. It's simple. It's simple. It's simple. What do you say to the people that say if 2 can't beat out 4, Dylan should be QB2? I think those people don't know what they're talking about. And the people who say that, I would listen to them less. So that's those people is, to me, it's not worth saying their names. It's not worth bringing up how they view it. It's not worth any of that to me, because that just shows me you didn't take enough time to watch Dillon Gabriel last year. You didn't see what the limitations that the offense had with him as starting. So I know that person is coming from a base of lack of information. So those people, I wouldn't give them that much energy, Buck Gordy. What I expect is 2 to make a few layups and Watson going into his bad habits when the blitz is coming. You are who you are under pressure. I just know because I've watched them both college and pro. Shador's a better QB, can make better throws, more accurate. That's something else I've been highlighting. I've been highlighting. Deshaun Watson has a problem when he has to throw the ball outside the numbers from one hash to the other. I've been saying that. I've been showing that on Patreon. So to me, I don't feel any type of way when people say the Deshaun Watson stuff. When people say the Deshaun Watson stuff, I just kind of look at it and I just say, man, y'all not watching film. Y'all not watching film. D, here's a thought. Previous coach QB development and play calling is like Dylan throwing hospital balls. That's why Watson got hurt. No development. Yeah, gotta be developed. Gotta be developed. Hey man. I'm gonna say this. Nobody is gonna be able to take my feelings, my thoughts, and my joy from this season that we're about to have away from me. So even if we disagree respectfully, and then we keep this thing moving. We keep this thing moving. Disagree respectfully, we keep this thing moving. It don't have to go off the rails. D, why did I start seeing Dylan yesterday watching that Deshaun film? Because it's parts of the field that they can't attack. When you actually watch the film on these guys, it's parts of the field that they cannot attack. Deshaun Watson cannot attack intermediate and deep outside the numbers. He just, his accuracy is not there when you watch him in a Cleveland Browns uniform. It's not there. Dillon Gabriel was not willing to throw the ball deep, and also Dillon Gabriel has parts of the field that he cannot attack. So even the people who highlight and say, oh, well, he should be the backup, I just say, nah, them people don't know what they talk about. They don't know what they talk about. They don't know what they talk about. Art Jizzle, I'm standing strong. Actually, I might even got my jersey delivered. Let me check. I've been checking to see if I get the email. I might even got my jersey delivered. You know what? Let's turn this thing around. This is how we gonna turn it around, y'all. I need y'all to stick with me. I'm gonna play a quick commercial, and y'all are gonna get to see me opening up my 2 jersey because it just got delivered. So stick with me. I'll be right back. We're going to keep this thing going. Let me take this down. Let's go. What are we going to play while we going? Let's play. Too many options. Thank you to the people who support on Patreon. Let's play. Where we at? I'll be right back, y'all. All right, y'all. So we back. I got my headphones in, but that's okay. Y'all see it right here. Let me make sure I'm not showing no personal information. It's been delivered. It's been delivered. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. Let's get this thing open. Cut it. All right, we got it open. Okay. Fanatics. Over here. Do y'all ever read these cards that they send? When you order something from Fanatics? Let's see what we got. We don't need that. We don't need that. We don't need that. We don't need that. Let's throw this to the side. All right, y'all. All right, y'all. All right, y'all see it. Y'all see it. This that on the field. Let me get it open. I want y'all to see it. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, y'all see it. Y'all see it. Y'all see that too. I'm going to have to hold it up. Y'all ain't going to hear me. Y'all see it. Y'all see it. Y'all see it. I ain't worried about nothing. I ain't worried about nothing. There we go. They not going to take they not going to take my joy away from this season. They not going to do it. I ain't going to let them. I got my 2 jersey. I got the 12 upstairs. So we good. We are good. We are good. We are good. That was a perfectly timed break. Perfectly timed break. I thought somebody was scamming me because I ordered the jersey so long ago that then I get suspicious when I start getting text messages from numbers I don't recognize. So I started seeing the text messages and I was like, hold up now. I immediately think scam. But it was real. They were letting me know that my jersey was coming today. So I'm hyped, y'all. I'm hyped. I ain't worried about nothing. The 2 jersey is secured. We keeping that 12. D, I wasn't disagreeing with you. I know Kellen isn't a hater. I just give him credit for being positive about Shador unknowingly. Oh, Keith, no. I know we're on the same page. Keith Hunt, we're on the same page. I was surprised that other people didn't see it. I'm like, dang, he highlighted Shador. So you know we're on the same page with that. We are on the same page. We're on the same page. Bro, we win in 10 games. I'm so confident. I bet a bottle of Johnny Walker Black on it. You are really confident to throw the bottle on it. You are really confident. I'm hyped, y'all. Nobody taking my excitement for the season that we're about to have. I got some special things lined up for the Patreon people too. Some special things lined up for y'all. I'm not gonna announce it this early, but some special stuff for y'all. Shout out to Black Pearl. Let's get this up on the screen. Oh my God! Wow! I got money. We should be here. Shout out to Black Pearl. Black Pearl, what you got to say? That one and this one. Okay. Did y'all notice that the media's favorite QBs were all pocket passers, exactly what Shedeur is, but yet he gets criticized for not having his father's speed? Guys, they know Shedeur is going to be special. Wrist up. Talk to him. You see the jersey. It's one of those things where it's the style of quarterback that you appreciate. To me, I appreciate a quarterback who uses his mind first to understand the game and read the defense and play chess versus a quarterback using his athleticism first. That's my style of quarterback. It seems like a lot of athletic quarterbacks, they usually get to a point where the athleticism isn't there and they got to take that next step to growth. and read the field and actually make reads on time. They just can't throw a ball hard and get it past guys. So that's why I appreciate the pocket passer more than the athletic quarterback. So that's my take on it. That's my take on it. The cards be having them discount codes. It don't be no good discount codes though. It don't never be no good stuff. It's like, I don't know. It just discount codes of stuff that I don't want. Because most folks are followers nor critical thinkers. Simon says, that's a fact. They do just follow. Nice little reset there. Nice reset there. I thought it wasn't coming until May 20th, but we got here early. So I appreciate it. Ms. Brown, what's going on? How you doing? Shador is a better athletic QB out of his draft class. It's funny because we didn't get to it, but even in what he was talking about on UCSS, he's going to talk about Shador's short-range quickness, and that short-range quickness is what Shador uses to navigate the pocket well and get out of situations. So that is actually something he highlighted. So you know. Let's keep this thing moving forward. Let's keep it moving forward. We got next on the docket. Let's go here. All right, so we have a lot of Browns players who, when they speak about Shador, they just kind of move different. They speak different. They perk up. They don't mind expressing how they view him. And we have another one. This is Trey Avery, Browns cornerback, speaking on Shador. And also, man, you hear that thick Baltimore accent. You hear that thick Baltimore accent with both of these guys when they're speaking. It's just funny to me. I like the Baltimore accent, but you hear it. It's thick. It's heavy when they say certain words. Why don't any of the Shador haters want to be given a chance to play if they're so convinced he's a bad player? Because they know better, Ivy League Mac. They know better. The pocket passer lasts longer, and him being a pocket passer kills the IQ narrative about the black quarterback. Talk to him, Black Pearl. That's a fact there. Let's get to
it. Are you sacking Lamar Jackson?
Hell yeah.
Ooh,
that's the plan.
You talking hot.
That's
Okay.
Shit, if they send me on a blitz and the quarterback is supposed to sack, got to.
Oh, he talking hot. Okay. So hold on though. Keep it a buck. Do you be trying all right when you last year, right?
Yeah. This shit good too.
No, I ain't it. This. The sweat done left. You feel me? So last year when you playing, right? Because I will say, y'all had an up and down season because for like the first 8 weeks, it was a quarterback battle between Dylan Gabriel and Shadeur Sanders.
Yeah.
Right. So I do feel like they was relying heavily on the defense to keep y'all in the game. And I will say, no cap, y'all was doing pretty good defensive wise. Like y'all was hanging there. Granted, the record might not reflect that, but like y'all was doing what y'all had to do. What was like the conversation in the locker room for y'all, knowing, okay, on one side of the ball, we got young quarterback between Shador and Dylan Gabriel, mainly when Shador first started. We got young quarterback, so it's already had a pressure on him. So what can we do to kind of step up at the defense? What was them conversations like, bro?
It was just like they just expect us to do our job, and same thing. Everybody knew what was going on. Like we got young players on the offense. So defense gotta like do more. Everybody want to win, so whatever it take to win, the defense gotta get it done. Offense gotta do their job, but the defense, if the defense is we ride on the defense, then the defense we gotta do our job.
I want y'all to hear this. This is something I've been highlighting the entire offseason. These guys did not sign up to come lose like certain content creators want us to believe. They came here to win. They came here to bring winning energy. They came here to be good and win. This is not, we signing up to lose. This is not that. Even in the midst of last season, they knew, hey, man, we got young offensive players. We know what's going on over there. The defense is here to win. If it got to be on us, we got to push through and make sure we fight to win. So when I tell y'all it's a mindset that they have, if a person says, they're just going to lose this year and try to win next year, I made it very clear. I said that's a loser's mentality. A loser's mentality. So if you have a loser's mentality, I'm not going to listen to you talk to me about winning. I'm just going to change the channel, change the station, because I know you can't lose your way into winning. I've been saying this for months. Find me the team that continuously lost and it turned into winning consistently over a long period of time. And you can pick any sport. And remember, this is a team intentionally trying to lose. This is not a team that was bad. This is a team, we're going to tank. We're going to try to lose and see where it gets us. It ain't happening. And it's a slight to the players who put their bodies on the line every week. It's a slight to them. It's a slight to them when they put their bodies on the line every week and they go out there for people just to assume that they would not give it their all so they can lose for another quarterback. So the content creators that push that, I just won't even highlight them. I just won't even say their name. Everybody is in a bucket now. They just the content creator bucket. That's just who they are. The bucket. Let's keep it going.
That's just how it was for real life.
Okay. Now let's talk about that, bro. So y'all entering year 2 with Shadeur Sanders. Now, bro, y'all just got the Ravens offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
You feel me? Which is actually like comical to me. Now y'all enter year 2 with Shadeur, bro. Do you feel like, from a defensive standpoint, right? Do you feel like just talk with him for a second, bro? Because you know there's a lot of the media all them be trying to come at him. You feel maybe saying he's not ready. All this other stuff. They be saying that he only there because of Deion Sanders. There's a lot of shit they be throwing at him, bro. You feel me? What have you seen personally, you know, like in him that made you be like, you know what? I think he's a quarterback for the future. I think this is the guy.
Yeah. If you know me, bro, I feel like I'm a quarterback analyst, bro. That's the only thing I do is watch.
As a pro, that's your job. You feel me? You break it
I
down.
just enjoy watching quarterbacks, like good quarterbacks. So I used to, before I even knew Shadeur or before he was my teammate, I used to watch that's the only team I watched was Colorado.
Okay.
Because I felt like they had the most exciting games for real. So I already felt like Shadeur was like who he is right now. I already felt like he was that guy, you feel me, at quarterback. But so when he got to the league, it definitely just solidified it, seeing it in practice and stuff like that.
You're translated.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's it.
So he was like us, y'all. Remember when Shadeur was still in Colorado, we staying up late watching these games. You know what I'm saying? Games ending if you're on Eastern Standard Time, 1 something in the morning. He was right there with us. He was watching. He enjoyed the excitement. He watched them. He said, hey, he got it. Look at how the defensive players lighten up when they speak on Shadeur. And they make it clear. Very clear when they speak on Shadeur. They don't dance around it. They talk about, I've been watching him. He that dude. He that guy. I like what he does. Also, I like his mindset. He's going to talk about NIL. He talks a lot in this interview. One thing, though, if you want to understand how he thinks, before he drank whatever drink he gave him, he said, no, I got to read the ingredients first. So he is mindful of what he puts into his body as an athlete. I think that's really, really, really good, really smart. So it's small stuff like that I pick up on. And I'm like, dang, that's really good. That's really good. So hopefully y'all picked up on it. Y'all see what I'm saying about that Baltimore accent. So I used to go to, back in the day, I used to go to Baltimore. I had some friends live there. So we would go up there and we would go out and stuff and go to clubs. And I'm telling you, your boy used to be lost listening to some of the words. Lost. I used to be like, what? What you saying? So y'all caught it when he said the two. I can't even mimic it. Two or two. I can't even say it how they say it. But y'all know what I'm talking about. It sounds like through almost. So I thought this was a good interview. Saw this one too. Glad you have it, D. Yeah, I saw this. Shout out to Tika. Tika put this in the chat first. Tika put this in the group chat on Patreon first. Shout out to Tika. Then I went and found an interview. So shout out to Tika. She put us on to this. They forgot that everybody fasted in the NFL. That's a fact. D, you gave us too much credit for a Friday. Hit me on a Monday. I came in. I was like, it's one of those things where if y'all want to know like the inspiration from why I was so excited, It's because once I can see through something, a situation, it doesn't have an impact on me. So everybody just goes back to what Deshaun Watson did in Houston. I started breaking down the film and I was like, oh, they never watched the film. So I don't see how Deshaun can beat out Shedeur. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. It is what it is. My life is not going to be altered if he beats out Shedeur, but I just don't see it from a football standpoint because you're a veteran and they're saying, oh, you're a veteran, so you should be better. But what he did in Houston, he did a lot of that same stuff when he was in Cleveland. So breaking down the film, knowledge gave me peace. I wasn't worried. Other people to speak on him. Hey, you got to work on his fundamentals, footwork. Fundamentals and footwork, if you've been in the league for this many years and you still working on that, and then you got a young guy who is more cost effective, better thrower of the football, I'm looking at this like, man, how do we not feel good about this? This is easy. Then we got these young guys coming in. We're watching them live out their dreams right before us. We actually got football to talk about. I'm like, I feel good. So just let y'all know the mindset, how I walked into this stream and how I'm not allowing anybody to take that from me. I ain't allowing nobody to take it from me. Nobody. It shocked me to see some fans say, let's skip 2026 so we can draft our franchise QB. Very disrespectful to the players. Facts. They go put their bodies on the line every week and you just want them to lose? Y'all, I'll tell y'all something else about me. Growing up as a kid, I was a big sore loser. And one of the things that my dad would always say to me was, because I'd be huffing and puffing and all that, y'all. And he was like, find a way to win. He always told me, find a way to win. He wasn't, accept losing. Losing is okay. Losing is okay. It doesn't matter. Sometimes you're not going to win. No. He didn't instill that in me. He instilled in me, find a way to win. That's what he instilled in me. So even if me and you were playing checkers, I'm going to try to find a way to win. It will be disrespectful to me if you think that I'm going to be in a competition and you telling me just go up there and lose. The same way is disrespectful to these players who have short careers and you're telling them cut off a year of your career so we can draft a quarterback. That is so disrespectful. So disrespectful. So when I hear that, those people, I know that's a loser mindset. I don't even listen. They killed me acting like Shador wasn't one of the main players on last year's draft class that made it such talked about successful class. That's a fact. He was the story. He was the story. He is still the story. Especially with average NFL careers is 3 to 4 years. Majority of them have no years to waste. None at all. No years. Chat just skipped. Let's see. The only way they can keep Shador from being successful is to keep him from getting on the field. They know he's ready to thrive with this new system, coaches, and better talent. Facts. How many people remember Belichick used to coach us and Nick Saban was a coach under Belichick under the Browns? I remember. They were getting better every year. Also, Zedric, when you asked me stuff to watch, watch the story of when the Browns were leaving. I think it's on NFL Films. You can find it on YouTube when the Browns are leaving. And you get to see the coaching staff that we had assembled there, and you get to see that we were on our way. It's a lot of people that were watching. They can't hide it. Facts. Put some spec on my 3.9 GPA QB name. Most of them didn't get their degree, say supercomputer. Cam went back and got his degree. We're not supposed to be smart. Wrist up. Talk to him, 13 Pro Cal. Talk to him. It's that confidence. That's why they big mad. Everybody loves to watch Shador play, like it or not. He is entertaining to watch. That's a fact. All of us was up late. All of us. And that's why they invent new ways to keep Sanders off the field. They can say it, but they don't control it. Shout out to the plug. You've got mail. I got what you sent me. Shout out to you. Number 10. What was Quinshawn number? Was it Quinshawn Judkins number 10 last year? Am I tripping? All right, I'm going to pull that up for y'all What Cedric sent me. I thought, unless I'm. Is he switching his number too and I didn't know? Quishon might. That means Quishon has to be changing his number. He got to be changing his number. He has to be. Okay. All right. Shout out to Cedric. D. Cleveland's own Abdullah Mason will defend his title on July 4th at the Wolstein Center. Is top-ranked boxing event. Shout out to him. He is rising quickly because I remember when my younger brother was telling me about him. It was probably 4 years ago. He's maybe longer. My years start to blend together and melt. He been telling me about him for years, so he's definitely rising up the ranks, and he's having it in Cleveland. That's big. Shout out to him. They can't hide Sanders' performance, but they're trying. They're trying to. They be tearing words up. Also, St. Louis, Missouri. I can't say nothing because I don't say every word right. I don't say everything right, so I can't say nothing. Let's see. Shedeur at Colorado was the most exciting football to watch in the NCAA. That's why they were on national TV every week. Maurice talked to him. I was staying up late watching them. You see Boston going off his locker next to Myles Garrett. Yep, to a man. I got that on the docket coming up. In Houston, we also had D. Hopkins that was catching every ball thrown his way. D. Hopkins, Will Fuller. So he had some receivers there. Man, listen, I remember gold teeth and St. Louis Cardinal hats. Man, I used to want a grill back in the day, y'all. I used to want a grill. I'm too grown for a grill, but I used to want a grill back in the day. Shout out to R Jizzle. The bright light will make you play great, expose you. Prime Cleveland coaching staff was exposed last season. Q, what's going on? That's a fact. It's going to be fun watching them be angry when they're out of the QB market this year. They're going to melt down. We're going to watch them melt on screen. They're going to melt on screen once we can. Let's see this. That's a fact. D-Hop caught everything. Deshaun Watson will throw it up, and this wide receiver will hawk it down. Deshaun Watson definitely didn't do it by himself. I'm noticing that. And also, going back watching the film, I'm seeing a lot of the stuff that happened in Cleveland was also happening in Houston with just how he read, how comfortable he felt in the pocket, a lot of it. Your crystal ball, you said I watch all Ty Simpson's games and I would draft him. Therefore, he could be developed for 2 years. I watched Ty look bad against Indiana at the Rose Bowl. Yeah. And they're expecting him to be developed over time. Quishon was 10. I thought he was. 1-2 backfield. Yeah, Q was 10. I had to look it up. So let me he was just in 10 yesterday from the photos in Cleveland West. Got to be changed number then. We used to party in St. Louis on weekends. Y'all are definitely the show me state. Great host. That kid is the real deal. The supercomputer did receive his degree from Oklahoma. They say Junkett's going back to 1. Oh, that Ohio State number. Okay. I was looking. Y'all notice I kind of glitched out for a second when I saw it. I was looking and I was like, wait, I thought we gonna get to it. Go check out this interview, Moment of Spotlight. Great interview from Trey Avery. Let's keep it pushing. Let me show this better so y'all can see it. This is what Brent was just talking about. Actually, we got some stuff on X that we're going to be showing, so let me adjust this so y'all can see it more clearly. Let me adjust this for y'all. Let me adjust it for you. Let's go here. We probably can take some of this off the top, move it up so y'all can see it better. There we go. All right, here we go. This is Denzel Boston getting his locker and seeing who his locker is next to. This is part of the reason why I am not going to be walking around here being negative. This is part of the positivity. We are watching these young men live out their lifelong dreams, y'all.
No way.
You've got mail.
Nah, because the homies are about to freak out when I tell them this. What? Next to Myles Garrett, though? Let's go. We got the gloves in here, yeah. Okay. That's wild. Really next to the GOAT. All-time sack record. That's crazy. I'm gonna have to, like, when I sit down, I'm gonna swing my chair over and give you some space, you know what I mean? Hey. Oh, yeah, that's nice. No way.
How can y'all watch this energy and be negative? I can't watch this and be negative. You see, he just looked, he like, dang. He like, man, I got to tell the homies. My locker next to Myles Garrett. When I see stuff like this just extends the positivity, how they view and are taking in this situation and the opportunities in front of them. So just look at this, y'all. Why would I be worried about something? Why would I be worried about something? All right, let's go. What we got next? Oh, you talking quarterbacks? You talking quarterbacks?
What's up, bro? How are you? Doing good.
I've been watching you, bro.
Oh,
I've been watching.
it's so cool, bro. It's so cool, bro. Good to see you. Yeah, good to see you.
Hey, y'all. Hey, man. Spencer Fano good with me. Spencer Fano is good with me. Spencer Fano is good with me, man. I believe Spencer Fano just shows what he feels in the moment, because just look at it. Look at when Shador says, "I'll be watching you." Look at his reaction. Look at his reaction. I guess they don't believe in him.
What's up, bro? How are you? Doing good.
I've been watching you, bro.
Oh,
I've been watching.
it's so cool, bro. It's so cool, bro. Good to see you. Yeah.
Why would I be worried? Why would I be negative? Look at this, man. Look at this interaction. Oh, yeah, by the way, the Browns put this out. Look who the Browns highlighting. But just look at his reaction. Look at his reaction. And he's like, dang, that's so cool. That's so cool. So, check it out, man. It's happening. It's here. It's right in front of us. It's right in front of us. Why would we be worried about anything? What day are the rookies going to be on the field so we can get clips? I believe the Browns, if you look at I looked at the Browns media schedule. It said practice didn't start until 1 p.m. So I don't know if we're going to be on stream by the time they start putting out clips. What we got next? Let's grab these things as Zedric sent us real quick. This is why my energy is the way it is today. This is why I'm excited. Let me clear some of this stuff that we had. Let's clear some of this out. And I got more clips that Zedric sent us, so let's get it. Let's grab this. Also, I'll check X as we go through this and see if we get any additional clips or anything else from the Browns that they've put out. So I will check again. All right, so we got that one. Let's get these jersey numbers. Let's do this. Next, I got to get that 17. I got to get that 17, y'all. 17 is the next number I need to get. All right, let's see. Let's go here. All right, let me check the Cleveland Browns X account real quick, y'all. Let's see if we got anything new. Is Fano blocking for Shador blindside? He is. Oh, we got more. Okay. We got more. Let me grab this. All right. You know the Browns is going to put out something. The Browns social media team stepped their game up big time, y'all. Big time. Let's see. All right, Spencer Fano signed his contract. Oh, man. JOK, 2 hours ago, the Browns placed him on the reserve, physically unable to perform list. Browns signed 12 undrafted. All right, we got more. Okay. The Browns put out some clip for us. They put out some clips. Let me get to it. And we're going to watch it. We're going to do it live, y'all. We're going to do it live.
You're going to go right in.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Let's get this up so y'all can see it. Here we go. Quinshawn, Detroit Gemini was correct. Quinshawn Judkins is going back to number 1. That's what he wore at Ohio State, because I got thrown off for a second when I saw somebody had number 10, but Quinshawn is going back to number 1. Shout out to Detroit Gemini. Right here, we got the jersey. We got the rookie jersey numbers. All right, so We got JJ. JJ's going to be 10. Denzel Boston's 12. Taylor Green, 15. KC Concepcion, 17. I need that 17. Royer is 18. McNeil Warren is 28. Ryan, 48. And then we got our old linemen, Brailsford, Fano, and Barber, 52, 55, and 58. 52, 55, and 58. That sounds like some numbers you play for the lottery. All right, let's check it out. You know the Browns is providing us the content this year, y'all. Let's play it. Let's see. Did I miss anything? He was almost speechless. Yeah, he was hyped. I miss Shedeur being a rookie. Yeah, they kind of took a lot of that away from us. You can tell he's going to protect too. Actually, I love the Cleveland. The microphones is forced to lie and make up stories to try to stop BS. The media. I'm picking up what you put down, Ivy Mac. It's for no block for Shedeur. Blindside, he's a left tackle. The doors that God opened, no man can close. Let him talk. Yeah, let him talk out there. I'm more excited for the Browns this coming season than I am for my Giants. Hey, it's a Shedeur thing. It's a Shedeur thing. 1-2 backfield. That's a fact. Got time today. The Browns are letting their media do the talking for them. They are. All right, let's play it. Here we go.
This is what happens when players arrive for rookie minicamp.
Hey, having a great day.
First, all of our draft picks and undrafted free agent players arrive before they head to the equipment room. That's where they get their jerseys fitted, their feet scanned, and their helmets on tight.
It feels good.
After that, they have some special moments in the locker room.
Nah, because the homies are about to freak out when I tell them this.
Then it's on to a team meeting before day one of practice. This is what happens when players arrive for rookie.
They hype y'all. Shout out to the Browns, man. The Browns, they stepped it up. Last year they started to show more. This year they are fully on top of it. The Cleveland Browns social media team is doing the thing. They are doing the thing. Let's go. What they got next for us?
Yeah, these are money.
That's your money, dude.
You're gonna go right in between those red rectangles.
Right in between?
Right, like have your foot in the middle of each one.
Oh, okay. No, you good. Oh shoot, that was it?
13.5.
Hey.
Now this will actually recommend.
Recommends, please. Wow. These is comfortable though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, these are money.
That's your.
I want to get some shoes made like that. I don't need no cleats because I'm not running and chasing nobody, but I want to get some shoes made like that. Yeah, thanks to Well Off. Our Jizzle, you can say that again. You can say that again. This is something that I started to say last year. Just like colleges started to follow Bucky's motto, Well Off Media, colleges started to follow that motto. NFL teams started to follow that motto. NFL teams started to follow it. So the Browns started to follow that motto. I have never seen this much behind the scenes from the Cleveland Browns. Never seen this much behind the scenes from the Cleveland Browns that we got in the last 2 years. The Browns used to do like a podcast style thing, and then they used to do like Building the Browns that they tried to put together years ago. But just the way they do it now, you gotta shout out Bucky because they are definitely following in his footsteps. We got another one. You've got mail. All right, here we go. Okay. Wow, that was quick. The Browns have signed 8 of their 10 draft picks already. That's really good. Jalen Reagor, 2020 Eagles first round pick, will wear 83 and participate in the Browns rookie minicamp on a tryout basis. That's interesting because Malachi Corley, I think, was 83 last year. So, Ivy League Mac, hey, shout out to you. The Browns were listening because they are bringing in so many receivers. So, shout out to you. They listen. The Browns needed to step up their media game because the Cleveland media is broken. Yes. It's broken. They said, we can't fix it. We can't fix it. We're just going to control what we can control, That is what the Browns are doing. That is what they are doing. So that's Andrew Siciliano saying that the Browns are bringing in Jalen Reagor. So they are bringing in competition at the wide receiver spot. They are not just sitting there letting it be. Let me see if I can grab anything else from the Browns. Okay, the NFL has confirmed the schedule will release next Thursday, May 14th. Let me see if we got any other good news. The NFL has got a deal with the refs to keep them on the field, so that's good. Let's see. All right, so far I'm not seeing anything else. Just to let y'all know, Browns practice, based on their media schedule, said practice is going to be today at 1. Also, Todd Monken and some players will be available. Let me see if they updated who they put will be available today. So let me see. Let me check this out real quick. So be on the lookout. We should be getting an interview from the Todd father. We should be getting some interviews from rookies. Let me see if they added to their media schedule who will be. No, they didn't. So it just says today, 1 p.m. practice. After practice, Todd Monken and select players will be available this afternoon. Todd Monken and select players. So it's interesting. We're going to get to see who will be speaking. Most likely rookies we'll be hearing from. So it's about football now, y'all. It's about football now. Don't worry about the narratives too much. We talking about football. We are talking about football, y'all. All right, so let's see. Let's catch up. I need that machine in my life, Maya, for real. To make the perfect shoes, I need that. I got that one. That's what a real competition is this summer. Hey, it's on the field. I love the way the Browns are telling their own story. Go Browns. Yes. Reagor was a high draft pick when he came out. Yeah, they are flipping the room. They are definitely flipping the room. All that competition at all the other positions, all the media focus on is QBs. It's happening all over the place. Shout out to Zedrick. He corrected me. I was thinking left guard. Left guard is not going to be a competition. We're going to see who's going to start at center, who's going to start at right guard. So we got to look at the wide receiver room. It's some rooms that we're looking at. Who's going to be the number 2 tight end? It's some positions that are up for grabs. Who's going to be that slot corner? We got positions up for grabs. If you really want to talk that football talk, that they're kind of avoiding. So we're not going to worry too much about the content creators. We ain't going to worry too much about them, y'all. We ain't going to worry too much about them. The Browns AB is trying to find that fit for Shedeur to get the right receivers who are hungry, who will catch the ball and not give up on routes, fight for it like Fannin did last year. That's a fact. Casey has the talent and draft capital attached to his name to be Cleveland's wide receiver 1 from the jump. Talk to him, Selmo Fudd. Talk to him. So another stream in the books. Don't fall for these content creators, things that they try to put you through. We are back to football. This is where they might feel uncomfortable. That's okay. This is where we feel comfortable. Knowledge creates peace. When you have knowledge about a situation, it will create the peace that you need to view the situation correctly. Remember, content creators don't control who the starter is going to be. That's going to happen in-house based on what we've heard from the team. They're going to put out stories. They're going to put out narratives. Don't fall for it. Just view them like another content creator. Don't give it energy. Shout out to Shanithia. Shout out to Black Pearl for supporting the stream. Shout out to everybody who tapped in with the merch. Also, shout out to Sassy Sagittarius. I did see your message. Glad you like your Todd Father shirt. Brett and Zedrick, your merch should be on the way. Be looking for it. Everybody else should have received their merch already. So shout out to all of y'all for the support. Shout out to all of y'all. Those great comebacks and Shador poised in the pocket while under duress are the reasons why some of the greatest QBs in history enjoy watching Colorado Buffaloes, Aikman, Bledsoe, etc. That's a fact. I'm a lifelong Bears fan from the 60s, no doubt. However, the last time I was this enthusiastic about another team's players was when the Bills drafted Cornelius Bennett, and that was some years ago. So, hey, protect your peace. Shanithia said, I gave y'all too much credit on a Friday. We're going to come back on Monday. It's going to be renewed energy. We're going to have more content from the Cleveland Browns. We're going to have interviews. We're going to break down. It's football time, y'all. It's a wonderful time to be a Browns fan. Shout out to y'all. Thank you for all your support. #NewCleveland.com, OffThaRecordDee.com. I will see y'all on Monday. Peace, everybody. Selmo Fudd, you are right. Selmo Fudd is right. Hold on. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Enjoy your weekend. Thank you for all of your sacrifices. We appreciate each and every one of you. Even the mothers that don't have your own kids, you've been mothers to other people's kids. We appreciate each and every one of you. Happy Mother's Day, everybody. Enjoy the weekend. Thank you so much for getting me correct. I appreciate y'all. Have a great weekend, everybody. Peace.
Look at what I did. Look at what I started. Look how far I came, dog. I ain't had no